Hello and welcome to iDIVAS. For those of you who don't know, I'm Tricia and I'm passionate about inspiring women to not just hang in there but to thrive and reach their full potential. Today I'm going to share how I do New Year's cleanses and set big goals that set the tone for the year to get my life moving in a positive direction. So the first thing I did is I cleaned out my digital spaces so that I can be less distracted and more productive. I'm reducing my screen time by setting time limits on my non-essential social media usage. I waste so much time, scrolling through cat videos. I just love cats. I find them so interesting and so entertaining. But I know a lot of people, they waste time, on Instagram and TikTok. And those platforms were designed after slot machines to make us addicted. That's why about 10% of people waste 10 hours a week on TikTok, which is crazy. That you can be putting that time towards something a little bit more productive. We can all agree about that. If that's you, you may want to make an effort to be more self-disciplined in this area and to literally set time limits so that, you're not wasting precious time. Also, I began going through my email inbox and unsubscribe from everything that I don't use or no longer find of value. It was just making my inbox a bit too messy. Also, I stopped following about 100 people on Instagram that I felt were not adding any value to my life. They had to go. Okay, then I cleaned up my desktop. If you're like me, you've got a desktop completely littered with random files and applications that never really get used. And that makes it hard to find things that you actually need. I've got like tons of photos that just needed to be tossed in the trash. Then I spent, a good hour and a half just organizing my files and folders, tossing out, stuff that I no longer need. And I also organized my browser bookmarks. It looks so much cleaner now. So worth the time. If your files and folders are a mess, take the time to clean them up. It'll make life so much easier. Then I gave my place a thorough, deep cleaning. Not the regular weekly cleaning. I really, I went above and beyond. Originally, I was going to hire someone to help me do this, and I had it all planned out. But with COVID, those plans just got ruined because we're back in lockdown here. So I got rid of everything from half-burnt candles and flat pillows and that needed to be replaced to, random food in the fridge that I know I was not going to eat. After I deep cleaned the appliances, making sure that every item had a storage space. Then I made my way to the bathroom and got rid of, products that I bought and don't use, and just organized everything properly. Next, I set an expiration date for clothes. I've actually been doing this for a few years and I like the system. My rule is if I haven't worn something over a year, I simply donate it. Let the item find a home with somebody who's actually going to wear it. And free up your closet space. It'll look so much neater, and energetically, I think it's healthy to do that too. You're telling the universe that you're ready to welcome new things in your life. That's how I look at it. I used to feel guilty about, donating things that I barely wore because, I'm money conscious and I don't want to waste money. The thing is, I had to get that thinking out of my head because the money's already spent. I'm not going to get it back. So it just makes more sense to donate it. In fact, keeping it will only prolong negative feelings, making you feel guilty every time you open the closet and you see that same lonely, item there, not ever getting any usage. Clutter can make us feel more stressed, depressed, and anxious. People have been found to produce more stress hormones when they're surrounded by, clutter. So it's worth taking the time to declutter, get rid of junk, so you're not taking unnecessary stress into the new year. So once everything is super clean, I like to burn sage throughout the house. Sage, clears negative energy and bacteria in the air. When it's burnt, it releases negative ions, which basically is, it's been linked to putting people in a more positive mood. I just don't do this on New Year's. I do this on a regular basis, about every 3 days or so, especially after I've had a really tense meeting or, something negative has occurred. I just want to, be recentered so that I can continue my day with a more positive outlook. Next, I did a 3-day water fast to get rid of toxins and waste in my body. I usually fast about 2 to 3 times per year to reset my body, and get rid of the toxins and waste. When I do water fast, I don't use tap water though. Don't use tap water, it's gross. I use alkaline water. I love drinking alkaline water on an empty stomach because it makes me sweat more. And I believe that's the toxins, exiting my body. When I fast, I drink Flow Alkaline Spring Water. It has a pH level of 8, which is the norm. And it has colon cleansing properties and supports skin health and other detoxifying properties. I'll leave the link for that in the description box so you can get $10 off your first order. So after I took a long, relaxing bath and I lit a white candle and did a physical and emotional healing of the subconscious with a 1-hour meditation. This meditation is very powerful. It helps to remove mental blockages and heal the subconscious with harmony and peace. It is so relaxing. Just keep in mind that here you're letting go of all the negative patterns in you while meditating to this. I highly recommend this. In fact, I will put a link to the meditation music that I use. So after my meditation, I felt really relaxed and in the right frame of mind to plan my 2022 goals. I started by acknowledging, all the things that I accomplished last year because it's important to give yourself credit. I also looked at some of the low points of last year so I can figure out how to avoid them in the future. Then I started to write down my goals that I wanted to accomplish this year with respect to 3 areas of my life that I felt needed a little extra attention. Love, always, finances, and the third one, career. And I mapped out, a plan and a strategy. I have a free workbook on my blog that anyone can download for free. It shows how to do this. I will link that in the description box. I hope you found this information helpful. Of course, this is my personal method. you can pick and choose, you know, how you want to use it, and, you know, come up with your own method. The important thing is to get the wheels turning and to have, you know, a strategy in place so that you can have, you know, a really wonderful 2022. And that's it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.